So let us now move ahead and see a few of the roles that ethical hackers do. There seems to be a general misconception that a person with an ethical hacking career is only responsible for penetration testing of system and application. Well, this is not true. An ethical hacker is responsible for much more. You see, ethical hackers perform operations such as scanning open and close port using Nmap tool, and then ethical hackers engage in social engineering methodologies, examining patches released to perform various vigorous vulnerability analysis on them. And an ethical hacker will see if he or she can evade an IPS, which is nothing but intrusion prevention system, honeypots, and firewall. Ethical hackers can also employ their strategies into sniffing networks, bypassing and cracking wireless encryption, and hijacking web services and web applications. As ethical hackers tries to replicate working of black hat hacker by analyzing the defense protocols and social engineering aspect of an organization. Thus, to sum up, ethical hacker job role is to protect the privacy of an organization that ethical hacker is working for. Then immaculate report any sort of breach in the system to the corresponding division with the responsibility of mending the vulnerabilities. And update hardware and software vendors regarding the sort of vulnerabilities found in the product that is being used in orchestrating the business. Alright, so moving ahead, let us now see why ethical hacking is important. We all know that data has become invaluable resource. Accordingly, the prevention of privacy and integration of data has also increased in the importance. In the essence, this makes ethical hacking extremely important today. This is primarily due to the fact that almost every business out there has an internet-facing site. Whether be it public relation, content marketing, or sales, internet is being used as a medium. This makes any endpoint that is being used to serve the medium of possible vulnerabilities. Furthermore, hackers of the present age have proven themselves to be creative genius when it comes to penetrating into a system. Fighting fire with fire might not work in the real world, but to fight off a hacker so smart, an organization needs someone who has the same training to go through. Recent hacking outrage have led to losses amounting to millions of dollars. These incidents have cautioned businesses around the globe and made them rethink their stance on the importance of ethical hacking and cybersecurity. By now, I'm sure you have a motive to study ethical hacking. Let me now walk you through the roadmap to become an ethical hacker. How you begin your road to become an ethical hacker very much depends on your current field of occupation, study, or research. If you're not in the field that is remotely related to computer science, information technology, or cybersecurity, you might need to shift to one. For someone who is at the early stage of their career, this might be an easy task, but for others, suddenly changing their field into work is a daring task. Having a bachelor's degree certainly helps you slag the job, but you can pass most of the beginner level interview with a general knowledge of networking and operating systems. Technical knowledge aside, an ethical hacker must be a creative thinker. And a reason for this is that ethical hackers have to predict and prevent crack activities, and this requires out-of-the-box thinking. Apart from that, ethical hacker should also think like an hacker in order to beat him in its own game. Furthermore, ethical hackers need to be able to work under pressure with immaculate judgment. Last but not least, an ethical hacker must be proficient at communicating the problems he finds to the corresponding department. Those who are skeptical about going to college could pursue their career in the military. Having some experience in the military, particularly in the intelligence faction, could help your resume get noticed by necessary employers. Getting a job as an ethical hacker prior to getting industry experience is really difficult. After getting an entry-level job such as tech support engineer or a security analyst, you may try attending some of the partnered certification, which will definitely give you a certain edge over the others while you're applying for the job. Speaking about certifications, let's discuss about it. While talent and ability aren't established only by certification, but they do help when you're proving your knowledge and skills to others. Even if you don't have ample industry experience, a certification like Certified Ethical Hacker, in short CHE, unquestionably helps. CHE is an unbiased credential, and generally CHE certified ethical hackers are in high demand. According to PayScale, Certified Ethical Hacker, in short CHE, earns around $88,000 per annum. Apart from CHE, few other noteworthy certifications are SANS certification, Certified Vulnerability Assessor, Certified Professional Ethical Hacker, and then Certified Penetration Testing Engineer. Alright, now, so moving ahead, let me now speak about few of the skills that ethical hackers should have. As I mentioned earlier, an ethical hacker is a computer expert who specializes in networking and penetration testing. Some of the skills that I would say important are experience in various operating systems, primarily in Linux and its various distributions. This is because a good portion of vulnerability testing includes invading the target system and shifting through their systems. This is impossible without a good grasp of an operating system. Then, in-depth knowledge of networking is also a key to a successful ethical hacking career. This involves packet tracking, packet sniffing, intrusion detection, prevention, and scanning subnets. Also, programming is an important skill. Now, programming is a very vast topic with different approach in every language. As an ethical hacker, it is not expected of you to be a master coder, but to be a jack of all trades. Whenever I have mentioned programming is an ethical hacking essential, I have been asked why. This is because most people don't have the slightest clue about the roles and responsibilities of an ethical hacker. Here are the few reasons that makes programming knowledge critical in ethical hacking career. You see, ethical hackers are problem solvers and tool builders. Learning how to program will help you implement solutions to the problem. Programming also helps in automating tasks that would generally take up precious time to complete. Writing program can also help you identify and exploit programming errors in application that will be targeted. Programming knowledge also helps you in customizing pre-existing tools in order to cater to your needs. Talking about tools used in ethical hacking, let me walk you through a few of them. Although it is impossible to go through every ethical hacking tool in this single session, hence I'll be just going through some of the really famous ones. Starting off with Nmap. Nmap, which is a shorthand term for network mapper. It is a reconnaissance tool that is widely used by ethical hackers to gain information about the target system. This information is key to decide proceeding steps to attack the target system. Nmap is a cross-platform and works on Mac, Linux, and Windows. It has gained immense popularity in the hacking community due to its ease of use and powerful searching and scanning abilities. Next we have NetSpeaker. NetSpeaker is a web application security testing tool, and NetSpeaker finds and reports web application vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting on all type of web applications regardless of the platform technology that they are built with. NetSpeaker's unique and dead accuracy proof building security technology does not just report vulnerabilities, it also produces a proof of concept to confirm that no false alarms have been ringing, freeing you from having to double check the identified vulnerabilities. Moving ahead to the next tool, that is Burp Suite Enterprise Edition. Burp Suite is a JavaScript based web penetration testing framework. It has become an industry standard, and this tool is used by information security professionals. Burp Suite helps you identify vulnerabilities and verify attack vectors that are affecting web applications. Burp Suite's unquestionable acceptance and fame came to an attribute to the fantastic web application crawler. It can accurately map content and functionality, thus automatically handling sessions and handle all sort of state change, violation content, and application logins. Moving on to our next tool, that is nothing but Metasploit. Metasploit is an open source pen testing framework written in Ruby. This acts as a public resource for reaching security vulnerabilities and developing code that allows network administrator to break into his own network to identify security risks and document the vulnerabilities. It is also one of few tools used by beginning hackers to practice their skills. It allows you to replicate websites for phishing and other social engineering purposes.